Hello guys, I want to show you how to create a repeated item along a line using a line-based family. So let's start creating a new family from the Imperial library and select the generic model line-based. So the way this family works is that it allows you to create flexible families that stretch along the length of a line. So it has this construction line along with this reference line that can be used to host geometry and arrays display. I'm going to open the left elevation and a 3D view and tiled. And zoom all extent. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is to create a slat and a select support using some angles. I'm going to create two sweeps. Pick a path. I'm going to select the path associated with the length, and in the left elevation I'm going to draft a couple of angles that represent the support of the slats. So I'll use the line modelers, finish, and then edit the profile. Switch to the left. And in here, I'm going to use the draw tools to create this angle. So I'm just using lines. I'm going to create a 3/4 of an inch, maybe 1 by 1. Offset this by 1/4 of an inch. And close the sketch line. These represent angles, and then I'm going to mirror, drawing a line, and I'm going to create a similar reference plane 2 feet away. (1'6". And maybe I can do this a little deeper. I'm going to move it 1/2 inch. And move this profile to the reference plane. Click the green checkbox. And this is the framing of the grill. Now you can flex it. Notice how the rails move accordingly. Now I'm going to create a extrusion, and that extrusion is going to snap to this snap intersection from this point to this point, and then I'm going to change the size to be 1 inch, and then click the green checkbox. That is the slat in elevation. I'm going to change its size and make it fall underneath align with the underside of this. Maybe I snap it on the underside here as well and lock it. So I have one slat created that sits underneath the framing. Then I'm gonna array. Let's see if this moves. When I move this Actually, it's fine here. I just want to make sure that this stays at 1 inch. So I'm going to create a lock relationship. So you click in this icon here and lock it so that it keeps the 1 inch diameter. So I have no way to change it because I am breaking a constraint. And so then I'm going to array this guy, and I'm going to need a couple of references, a couple of parameters. So the first one is a type property called spacing. This is the spacing between the slats. And then another one is going to be the I'll just keep it that way for now. And the spacing is going to be every 2 inches. Or maybe 2.5 inches. So I create another reference plane that is 2.5 inches. And I associate this dimension with a reference with a parameter. And then this item will be copied in an array for the length of the line. So I'll go array. It's going to do a rectangular array. I'm going to do a placeholder of 4 items right now. It's going to go from the first to the second element. I'm going to snap this. Make sure you constrain it so it always stay orthogonal. I go from here to here, and I can increase this to 6. That is an array. The other thing I need to do is make sure that I lock or I align the second item face with the reference plane. That way, if the spacing changes, let's say I wanted this to 3 inches, then this change accordingly. Then the last thing I'm going to do is also convert the number of items in the array into a parameter. So select the array, select the number of items. This is like a dimension. And we're going to associate this to a parameter that I'm going to call n. And n is the number of elements on an instance base. And n is for the number of elements is the length divided by the spacing. And because these may have some decimals degrees, I'm going to round it up. Round up. This is always going to be a integer. Ignore this message, hit OK, and this is my line-based family. And so I'm going to put some shading here, and so see what happens when when the length changes. So if the length is 7 feet, I apply it. It readjusts accordingly for apply. And this is very useful when creating 3D details. And then I'm going to save it as a grill. And then I'm going to load it into a project and see how it works. I'll create a new project using the architectural template. Load this grill into the project. The work plane, and this is how a line-based family works. You hit the first click, the second click, switch to a 3D view, And here it is. It's you have a grip at the start, a grip at the end, and all you need to do is grab those grips and bring it in and out. So yeah, hopefully this it's useful as you detail your project. Thank you. Talk to you later.